Hello, welcome to my first ever review. Um, it's gonna be pretty fucking scuffed, I'm not gonna lie. I've never done something like this before in my life. And you know, it's okay, there's a first time for everything. Anyways, so today we're gonna be reviewing something that was actually sent to me by the company. This is the Vancer Thrash. This mouse has gotten a lot of hype on Twitter to begin with. It was announced on Twitter by Vancer, and it instantly gained traction, along with the Groove, their other mouse that they released, which is, in my opinion, it is um, a less safe shape from what I've seen. And to be honest, I think that the Thrash has a lot of potential. I don't have a lot of hours on the mouse, and this is non-biased by the way. It was sent out to me by Vancer themselves, so shout out to them. Um, but it is a it's a good mouse stock, to be honest with you. Like, the skates are very, you can see the bottom. I can't, this is gonna be really scuffed, like I said, but the skates are rounded on the edges. They are PTFE. They feel nice on. I'm using a Saturn Pro right now. They feel nice on it. I haven't cleaned it in a while, so that could also be part of the reason why I think it's a little inconsistent. But um, overall, the build quality, I mean, it's decent. It's not like top of the line like something like the OP1 8K, which is currently my main mouse. It's kind of, wrapped up right now because I'm using the Thrash, but the OP1 8K has some unholy build quality like all of the Endgame Gear mice do. Um, but the Thrash does have some pretty decent build quality. I mean, it creaks when you like absolutely squish it, which is to be expected because you're not really ever gonna be grabbing the mouse with your whole hand and crushing it with the weight of a fucking dinosaur. But I mean, it's a pretty good build quality for a company that just, you know, gained traction and got their name out there. Once again, shout out to them. Great, great customer service and very good communication. Um, but let's start off with the clicks on the mouse. So let me turn off my noise suppression real quick. So they have Huano Blue Shell Pink Dot transparent switches in them, which honestly, the clicks are nice. I like them. I've never used Huano switches, I don't think, because the OP1 8K has the GX speed switches, I think, inside of them, and that has been my main mouse for a long time. The encoder is the TTC Gold Dust Proof encoder, which, I mean, it feels nice. Honestly, I like the steps. The steps don't have any problems. There's no like scroll jiggle or like scroll jitter at all when I was scrolling through like Twitter, or YouTube, or Shorts or whatever. And the MCU that's inside of it, the Nordic 52840 and the Hyperspeed microchip. Honestly, I haven't used it enough to really tell what's going on with it. Everything to do with the internals, they have a 3395 by the way for the sensor if you were wondering. And the sensor is honestly has been very good. It is, if you can see, it is pretty, it's not center exactly. Center would be more up here, but it is towards the bottom of the mouse, which in my opinion, I don't really like sensors that are towards the bottom that much. I like it either centered exactly or towards the top, like the 8K is. But that's a personal preference, and that is not the fault of Vancer themselves. But everything else, the weight of the Thrash is very, very good. It's 49 grams, but there's a 2-gram error differential, so like the it could be 2 grams above, 2 grams below, depending on the production. Everything else, honestly, the material of the mouse, it is ABS, so it feels nice. The only issue I have with the material and the coating on it is the fact that it picks up fingerprints extremely easy. Like, I don't know if you can see, but there's like a bunch of, see, yeah, right up there, you can see that. There's a bunch of fingerprints already, and I barely have any playtime on this mouse. So that could be something that they could look into. It's grippy, but when you sweat, like I do, when you're playing games, it gets a little loose on the hand. You can lose your grip decently easy with it. I mean, other than that, the clicks, like mouse clicks, sound good. Scroll wheel. These are the side buttons as well. The only issue I have with the build quality in terms of the buttons and, I mean, pretty much anything to do with the build quality is the side buttons. So the side buttons here, as you can see, they are, usually mice have them a little towards the front here instead of a little further back like that. Like on the OP1 8K, you can see here, it is, you know, kind of towards the front, and the buttons don't really come out a lot. They have like this flush design where it like goes inwards and stops on the inside, and it protrudes out a little bit. And these, you can see it comes out a lot more. Like that is a pretty exaggerated amount compared to the endgame gear. The fact that they're extended so much, when I'm gripping the mouse, this part of my hand right here, this like this little lip between my thumb and my index finger, it sometimes it gets like, you know, over that part, which is a little annoying for my grip. I have a very aggressive claw grip. On this side I have my thumb pretty like extended out, I just have the tip of it touching, but that makes for a awkward kind of feel sometimes because my thumb will go over the tip of this mouse button, or the side button, sorry. I mean, other than that, honestly, it's very good. Other than the slight creakiness of the shell whenever you like fucking squeeze it like you're the Hulk or something, it is a good build quality, and the side buttons are my only complaint. And I know that's a big issue for some people because they use side buttons like in Fortnite or in other games for push to talk or abilities or whatever. There's also a tiny bit of pre-travel on the back side button, which I don't really have a problem with because I never really used that one anyways. My testing so far has been purely in Overwatch, Kovacs, and Roblox. I've tested it in those 3 games. I have definitely less hours than I should for a full review, so I will put more hours onto this mouse and I will come back with a more in-depth and detailed review later down the line. But for now, this is going to be my first impressions of this mouse. Honestly, I can't really go wrong with this shape. This shape is a, you can see it has more of an aggressive like hump towards the middle. It's not like a backside hump like this is OP1. It goes like towards the back here, and it like kind of lays in your palm. But the hump here is definitely towards the middle. It kind of reminds me of a Superlight's hump in a way. You can see it's kind of a little bit higher. The Superlight, the hump here is like, it's a lot flatter. It's made more for palm users or like palm claw users. It reminds me of a Superlight in terms of the shape. It is very nice though. I like the shape. It is a extremely safe shape. It feels nice for my grip. The only issue I have is the side button thing where it kind of like pokes into my hand a little bit and it fucks with my head. But that's okay. I digress. Now let's get on to the web software actually. All right, so this is the Vancer web software. This is a pretty intricate software. It's pretty minimalistic, to be honest. You can see here it shows you the battery percentage, shows you the mouse is connected, firmware version in the bottom right. Also, to connect to your device, it shows this little pop-up right here. It'll show Vancer Royal Flush mouse for some reason instead of Vancer Thrash. No clue why that is. Here it shows the debounce time. There's profiles here, so you can have multiple profiles for different things. I don't know what you would use it for, but maybe some people like that. It has the LOD right here. It has motion sync, ankle snap, ripple control, sleep time, polling rate, and the DPI stages. There's 5 stages, which is honestly, that is one more than most mice, so that's a plus. You can change it to 4, 3, 2, 1, or 5. There's also a factory reset option in the bottom right here, which is very nice. You can also change the colors here in the top. You can change it to whatever color you want, just changes the little accents beside everything, which is pretty nice. Liftoff distance, 2 millimeters, 1 millimeter. Debounce time all the way up to 15 milliseconds if you have double clicking issues. And there's key bindings, which you can change the back mouse button, left click, right click, wheel click as well. You can change anything with the bindings. There's also a macro function, so you can, you know, record any macros that you need. Don't do this in games that will get you banned if you use macros on your mouse. Just a warning. There's also 2 languages. I think this is Japanese, and then English. I mean, it's very minimalistic software. It gives you the things that you need. There's also a sleep time function you can turn on or off. I suggest having it on and then putting your mouse to sleep after about 2 minutes of it being on and just sitting there, so your battery time doesn't fucking diminish like crazy, and so that you can come back to a fully charged mouse. That's pretty much it for the software. It's very nice, minimalistic. The colors, all very good. A lot of it's orange for some reason, but good software. Very minimalistic, very nice, very good that you don't have to install some bloatware onto your PC. Web software, very good. This dongle, talk about this. This is the last thing I'll talk about. This dongle right here is extremely nice. This is one of the nicest dongles I have seen on any mouse ever. Like this LCD screen with a little Vancer at the top left. It says your DPI, says the hertz of your mouse, so the polling rate. It says if you have motion sync on or off. The LOD, which is, it's set to low right now. I'm guessing the other one is medium. It tells you if 2.4G is on, and it tells you your battery percentage, which is extremely nice in my opinion. So you don't have to go all the way to your fucking browser, open up the web software, and then look at your battery percentage to know how charged your battery is. In my opinion, I'll show you real quick. In my opinion, this dongle, or the cord for the dongle is perfect in my opinion. The cord it's very, very, very thick. It fits into the mouse bungee, but it's, it's kind of hard to get in there. A little hard for someone to put the cord into the mouse bungee. All in all, the mouse, extremely good. The clicks feel amazing. Huano Blue Shell Pink Dot is a very nice switch for any mouse, to be honest. The encoder inside of it, perfect, works flawlessly so far. The scrolls feel nice, the steps feel amazing. The clicks on the scroll feel great. The mouse buttons, the side mouse buttons are, they feel good. There's pre-travel on the back mouse button. Only part I dislike about the build quality and the build in general is this little protrusion right here from the mouse button. It kind of digs into your hand a little bit if you have aggressive claw like I do. It gets stuck in there pretty good and it feels a little odd. All in all, this mouse, extremely nice. There could be some minor improvements made to it. Also, wait. Okay, before this is gonna be the last thing I talk about. This box is one of the nicest I have seen for a mouse, like, ever. The unboxing experience, amazing. You lift this thing up. This dragon scale design also, by the way, extremely nice. You look inside of here, there's a little foam piece. You take that out. It gives you a little baggie, alright? This is where the dongle comes in right here. There's like the cords here, the dongle's up there. In this baggie, which is, in my opinion, a very nice touch, you have a set of replacement mouse skates right here. So you can replace all of the skates in here. It smells very nice, just so you know. We also have a set of pre-cut grips, and they have like a little design on them, which is honestly very cool. It looks like Gretza. I don't know how to pronounce it really, but it looks like the design of the Gretza mouse. It has like the little spades and the hearts on it. There's spades, hearts, clovers, and diamonds. It looks very nice. They feel pretty good on the fingers too, honestly. I feel like this would be a perfect little grip. They seem a lot better quality than most of the other grips that come inside of mice. Very good addition though. Very, very good addition to include mouse button grips and side grips. That's not very common these days. And if they do include them, it is honestly pretty fucking bad. That will be it for my initial review, my first impressions of this mouse. I'm going to be making a review on the OP18K. I have extreme amounts of hours on that mouse, so we will be seeing an actual review on that. Very good mouse, just to put it lightly. You'll see more in my review. Thank you for watching. That was my first review. Vancer Thrash. Very, very good mouse. Step in the right direction for Vancer. In the past, I've heard problems with their mice. The Grexa was like a very controversial mouse. These mice, the Groove and the Thrash in my opinion, the most of all, is a extreme improvement for Vancer. They did extremely well. Can't wait to put more hours onto it. Thanks for watching. See ya.